Get in here, kiddo. Are you in? Are you in? Are you in? Are you guys in or are you not? You're either on the bus or you're off the bus.
I'm in the back of the bus, dude.
Mark 12.
I'm on the short bus.
Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim.
Yeah, dude.
Judgment. One sincere and honest move will cover over dozens of dishonest ones.
Let me see that.
Open-hearted gestures of
Disarm.
honesty and generosity bring down the guard of even the most suspicious people. Once your selective honesty opens a hole in their armor, you can deceive and manipulate them at will. A timely gift, a Trojan horse, will serve the same purpose.
All right.
Diabolical.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, keys to power. The essence of deception is distraction. Distracting the people you want to deceive gives you the time and space to do something they won't notice.
Professional sports.
Oh. By the way, I won second place in that
Oh,
ugly sweater contest.
who'd you lose to? Who'd you
This
lose
is
to?
my buddy who wore all the bullshit. Well, he got the chick vote
Oh, okay.
because he had he just had a regular sweater, but they attached a bunch of shit to it.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
so we had like a legit.
He had
Fella did some cool
crap,
stuff.
but it's he just had it laying around and he just put more shit on there.
No.
And I'm like, oh, he's like, I'm gonna win. I'm like, probably,
yeah,
you're
because he
you're
made
getting
it.
the
Yeah.
chick vote.
The essence of deception is distraction. Distracting the people you want to deceive gives you the time and space to do something they won't notice. An act of kindness, generosity, or honesty is the most powerful form of distraction because it disarms other people's suspicions. It turns them into children, eagerly lapping up any kind of affectionate gesture. In ancient China, this was called giving before you take. The giving makes it hard for the other person to notice the taking. It is a device with infinite practical
real.
uses. Brazenly taking something from someone is dangerous, even for the powerful. The victim will plot revenge. It is also dangerous simply to ask for what you need, no matter how politely. Unless the other person sees some gain for themselves, they may come to resent your neediness.
Yeah.
Learn to give before you take. It softens the ground, takes the bite out of a future request, or simply creates a distraction.
You gotta give the pussy before you take the pussy? Is that what you're saying?
That's your annotation. And the giving can take many forms. An actual gift, a generous act, a kind favor, an honest admission, whatever it takes.
Nice, dude.
Anything?
I like it.
Okay.
Pepe Le Pew wrote this,
Yeah, right, dude, of course.
Sometimes you just have to take the
Oh
pussy.
my God, dude.
Well, I mean, as I'm listening to that, what it says to me is I try to, when I apply it to myself, I always try to do a good job and do good work, and and it gets
so
you achieve that
right
through just doing that regardless.
I'm going to go one step further. This is a tactic in marketing, okay? When you are introducing yourself to somebody, especially in a professional atmosphere, you always offer something to them before you ask them for something.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So it's kind of the idea that you give a favor because you know you're going to get a favor.
Here's a pen. Can I buy your child?
You already have one locked upstairs.
Yeah, I know. Her nails are getting too
At least
long,
you give it
too.
fruit.
Yeah, right. She's scratching the fruit.
Its nails are getting too long.
Selective honesty is best employed on your first encounter with someone. We are all creatures of habit, and our first impressions last a long time. If someone believes you are honest at the start of your relationship, it takes a lot to convince them otherwise. This gives you room to maneuver.
We should start doing shameless plugs, and every kiss begins with K. And then get a sponsor from K Jewelers. How
Yeah.
cool would that be, dude?
Every kiss begins with K.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we did that already. We were already brought to you by Ketamine. I mean,
My man. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's ketamine.
Maybe it's. God damn it, that's good. Oh shit.
A single act of honesty is often not enough. What is required is a reputation for honesty, built on a series of acts, but these can be quite inconsequential. Once this reputation is established, as with first impressions, it is hard to shake.
It is.
We're doing China again, bro.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Chickadee China.
The Chinese
This is
chicken. You have a
Chinese-
drumstick
and
and your brain stops ticking.
Watch the next files when the lights on. The lights on. Hope the smoke ends this one.
Forget the caffeine latte. Screw the raspberry iced tea.
That's not the same song at
No,
all.
no, it's a different one. That's alcohol.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
fell
I
in-
thought you knew another song by the Bare Naked
I do.
Ladies.
That is alcohol by the Bare Naked Ladies.
No, fuck you.
I
They
love
didn't-
you.
They didn't make any other songs,
than they
dude.
did the week
I had the album, but it was
before.
just that song on repeat.
All right. In
ESPN.
That was pretty good, though, dude. Bro,
Trust me,
bro,
I get that song
bro,
stuck in my
he's
head
done
all
like
the time.
You've done like 7 or 8 voices today.
Do you like the Blues Travelers?
Oh, dude, the fish who farted. He says in that song that I'm the fish who farted. Except he probably doesn't say that. But growing up, I really thought he said a fish who farted. My parents were like, he didn't fucking say that. And I'm like, he did.
In ancient China, Duke Wu of Shang decided it was time to
A
take
duke?
over.
He's a duke.
He's a duke.
Get the
He's
fuck
a
out
duke.
of here.
Oh,
How is he a duke?
It was
He's not
time
a
to
big
take
old
over
child.
the increasingly powerful kingdom of Hu.
Who? Whose
Hugh.
kingdom was it?
Hugh. Yes.
Woo.
It's like that thing. It's like HU.
Is he on
Hugh.
first or second?
Telling no one of his plan, he married his daughter to Hugh's ruler. He then called a council.
Whose ruler?
And asked, who's?
Whose ruler was it? Just answer me. I'm just dying to know.
We don't have a ruler.
Stop. I'm trying to get through this, boys. You giving up on me that easy?
No, dude.
You're like, Hugh's just too fun.
It's too good.
He then called a council and asked his ministers, I am considering a military campaign. Which country should we invade? Oh, yeah.
China.
As he had expected, one of his ministers replied, who should be
That's the
invaded?
craziest Chinese accent
This
I've ever heard.
duke seemed angry and said, oh, yeah. Oh, it's a sister state now.
Chinese
Why do
Randy
you
Savage.
suggest invading her?
This is some high level.
He had the minister executed for his impolitic remark.
Oh, I thought impotence.
The ruler of Hu heard about this, and considering other tokens of Wu's honesty and the marriage with his daughter, he took no precautions to defend himself
I
from
get it.
Shang.
You're happy, but
A
quit cheering.
few
Wu,
weeks
all right?
later, Shang forces swept through Hu
Shang?
and took the country, never to relinquish it.
Oh,
Shang
damn,
who?
dude. Chang?
Wow, guys,
That was good.
that was delicious.
I'll have a,
Yeah,
I'll have a
yeah, yeah.
general. What about?
Yeah.
Was that a quote from General Tsao?
Wait, it's not General So?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, okay.
It's delicious.
Well, I'm just thinking about food now.
Pretty sure he
now
does
I'm
it.
thinking about fried rice and chicken.
General So, General Tsao.
Okay. Honesty is one of the best ways to disarm
Tomato,
the wary,
tomato.
but it is not the only one. Any kind of noble, apparently selfless act will serve. Perhaps the best such act, though, is one of generosity.
Self-sucking.
Few people can resist a gift, even from the most hardened enemy,
Oh,
which is
dude.
why it is often the perfect way to disarm people.
That's all I need is one.
A gift brings out the child in us, instantly lowering our defenses.
He hardened the enemy there.
Although we often view other people's actions in the most cynical light, we rarely see the Machiavellian element of a gift, which quite often hides ulterior motives. A gift is the perfect object in which to hide a deceptive move. You motherfucker, you're in my lights.
Oh, my bad. I'm playing 40 chess here.
Yeah, dude, I'm
being
seeing this.
Machiavellian over here, right?
Seeing this, dude. That's what you think, Machiavellian.
I'm being Macklemorian over here.
Macklemorian. Or Don Juan.
That's where you make
Being
shitty
the
music.
Mandalorian over
That's
here.
where you make shitty music and have shitty takes for 2 years and then go away.
All right,
Being
all right,
Macklemorian.
all right. The wow,
He thought he
Wow.
was gay because he cleaned his room.
you
and
already
shit.
went through this. Come on,
The
man.
guy sucks.
I
dude.
mean, isn't he the guy who did like the thrift shop thing? Anyways, this tactic must be practiced with caution. If people see through it, their disappointed feelings of gratitude and warmth
We like
will
that.
become the most violent hatred and distrust.
Ooh, yeah, bud, chill.
That turned.
Unless you can make the gesture seem sincere and heartfelt.
Yeah.
Do not play with fire.
Yeah, don't pull your penis out
Unless you can
unless you mean it.
seem to make it.
Oh yeah, no, it's devious.
Yeah, no, it really is. Like, I mean, like, essentially what it means is, like, you know, it kind of, it seems to me like what the law is saying is to identify somebody that you can get something from, or develop a beneficial relationship for yourself, and then make an introduction, and instead of it just kind of being a genuine, authentic thing. But like that's also like business, right? Like you're just out there like introducing yourself to companies. You're like, this is what I can do for you. This is what I want you to do for me.
Yeah.
So I mean, once again, darkness and light. It's how you apply the laws.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still sinister and malicious as fuck.
It's sinister, yeah.
All right, let's get to the image, and you're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one. We had some foreshadowing going on. Image, the Trojan horse. Your guile is hidden inside a magnificent. Yeah,
buddy.
damn, dude, I finally did it.
You're the guy who knows how to read.
No, dude. I'm average at best.
You didn't even have me did.
Your guile is hidden inside a magnificent gift that proves irresistible to your opponent. The walls open. Once inside, wreak havoc. Authority. You're gonna love this, dude. When
Yeah, dude.
Duke Sign of
What's up,
Shin was about to raid you,
Ooh.
he represented to them a jade and a team of horses.
And he said,
You had
"Hold on,
team
child.
horses.
Yeah.
Cholong Chi."
When Earl Chi was about to raid
See?
Shiuyu,
Chi.
he presented
I got
to
part
them
of it right.
grand chariots. Hence the saying, when you were about to take, you should give.
Yeah.
Han Fai Zhu, Chinese philosopher, 3rd century BC.
Han Fai
Also,
Zhu.
I want to make an amendment. It wasn't represented. It was presented or presented. Yeah, I
He
made
likes
that
to
mistake.
give and take.
All right, guys, we're going through the quotes. Ooh. Oh, I got a nice long one, boys. Francesco.
Boom.
Yay. You know, I mean, for $3,500.
Whoa. But they got a surgery for that now?
I'll catch you on Black Friday next year.
Yeah, right.
What happens to something black? Doctor! Fuck, man! Why'd you make it black?
Are you having a New Year's sale?
He just spray paints it up and adds 3 inches.
All right.
Doc, it's a different shade.
Francesco Giuseppe Borri of Milan,
One
whose
dark.
death in 1695 fell just within the 17th century, was a forerunner of that special type of charlatanical adventurer, the courtier or cavalier impostor, or impostor.
Impastor.
Impostor!
Impastor.
His real period of glory began after he moved to Amsterdam.
Woof.
There he assumed the title of Medico Universal, maintained a great retinue, and drove about in a coach with 6 horses. Patients streamed to him, and some invalids had themselves carried in sedan chairs all the way from Paris to his place in Amsterdam.
Quote, what's an invalid?
It's essentially somebody who their body doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Not a vagabond? Different than a vagabond?
No,
Okay.
it would be a person.
So I didn't think you were an invalid. That's good.
Yeah, right. like that would essentially be if like my legs were in operation.
It sounds way worse, though, like infidel.
Yeah.
Like, he's an invalid.
Yeah.
Kill all the invalids.
They've actually, like, literally, dude, like, that's actually been presented as a theory in the past.
To do that?
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. More stuff. Borri took no payment for his consultations. He distributed great sums among the poor and was never known to receive any money through the post or bills of exchange. As he continued to live with such splendor, nevertheless, it was presumed that he possessed the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we're into alchemy now.
It's just made out of piss, dude. It's
Turns
disgusting.
lead to gold.
Yeah, right, dude. But it's also turning dreams into reality.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
gold
okay.
will do that for you.
Well, yeah, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. It's great.
It's not bad. I like that.
Suddenly, this benefactor disappeared from Amsterdam. Then it was discovered that he had taken with him money and diamonds that had been placed in his charge. Greta de Francesco, the Power of the Charlatan, 1939.
So he disappeared from Amsterdam, huh?
Yeah, well, he started in Paris.
That nightlife will suck you in.
Right.
Shoot you up and spit you
Well,
out.
essentially what he did is, like, I guess he was just giving people consultations and shit, and people eventually trusted him, and they gave him stuff, and once he had enough of their stuff, he was like, deuces, and disappeared.
That's just having a business.
Yeah, right. That's going bankrupt these days. It's
Yeah.
going bankrupt these days. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. All right, we got a banger coming up next week. Thanks for being here. Peace.
If you enjoy content like this, well, I'll tell you what. You're just going to want to follow us on YouTube, Patreon, and Rumble.